Hello ladies and gents, welcome to a new review. Welcome back to the channel. Behind us is the new Captur second generation facelift. In this video we're going to check it out, exterior interior details of the eSpritAlpine trim. Let's go. Now here it is. Here's the new Captur facelift. We have a beautiful spec. eSpritAlpine is the top trim, and in this beautiful I think it's called flame red color if I'm not mistaken. We're going to check inside on the spec sheet. Now you can choose also different roof colors, so it can be black, gray, and I think it was a third color, I forgot which one. You can check that in the configurator. Now we have a new front end redesigned. The back end is looking more or less the same. On the eSpritAlpine we have this part in gray, same as the lip, and we have a new front end that's shared with the new Symbioz, which has completely different end. It's a little bit extended, a little bit larger, same as the Captur is slightly larger than the Clio. Now the Clio has a new design. This is kind of resembling that, but more similar to the Rafale perhaps, and it's again same on the Symbioz and the new Captur. Let's show you the key fob. New key fob with a new badge, lock, unlock the cargo, keyless entry of course, and you can turn on the LED headlights with the daytime running lights. You can see that, and then if we unlock the car, you can see the turn signals are LED, and there's a little light dance when you unlock the car. Mirrors unfold. Now let's come to the front and check the design of this new facelift. So we have those bolsters on the top, you can see that. We have a LED pure vision, you can see that. So these are the LED headlights, and you have the daytime running lights on the bottom, looking nice. So if I grab the key fob from my pocket, they're just tucked in, we can turn these on, so you can see LED projectors. So main beam, long beam right there. Beautiful red metallic color. Now we have some details here, and on the grille there are actually red details inside. If you look at this from the side, and there's like a plexiglass transparent piece. It's a black background, so it looks 3D when you move. You can see a little bit change in this one. We have the new badge. It's kind of dark gray finish. Then same here, metallic gray. Same here, and then unpainted black and a little bit of piano black. Same as here. Next to the daytime running lights, there is an air intake tunneling air to the side for better aerodynamics and cooling the brakes. Unpainted plastic stretching around as a protection to the side skirt, with also a little bit piano black. Now front end is closed on the top. There is air intake at the bottom, a little bit on the top. You can see the radar, and huge thanks to Renault Croatia for giving me the car for review. Let's check the front end once again when the LED headlights on. So looking nice. We have a beautiful foggy day. Now moving to the side, one more time, gorgeous looking. This is a really great car all around. It's nice and tall. Now what do we have inside? I haven't mentioned. We have the 1.3 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol producing 160 horsepower. It's a mild hybrid, so you know the drill. It has electric starter motor and a small battery, so it keeps it kick out faster from 0 when you need to speed up. Nice smooth transitions. It's linked to 7-speed automatic, dual clutch, and it does coast a lot when you let go. The engine turns off, keeps running on the battery, and just keeps rolling forward. You're going to see in the point of view driving. The rev just drops to 0 when you let go of the gas and when you coast. So that allows to be, for this little petrol, well, not too little, but liter wise a little, it allows it to be more efficient and give you better fuel consumption. I will do consumption test tonight, so then I'll share in the night review how this car is efficient. I've driven the hybrid. It was around 5 liters, so we're going to see how that compares. Moving on, now the technical deals out of the way, checking the alloys. We have beautiful alloys. Now these are Bridgestone Blizzak winter tires are fitted on. The car usually comes on summer tires, just an FYI. The last I saw, I think it was Michelin tires that came on from the factory. This is 225/45 R19, so 19-inch tires. We do have a decent curb protection right there, so that is that. You can see here eSpritAlpine, and you can see the side skirt there. I think these are metallic. There's no sun now, but I saw it today when it was sunny. Metallic black side contrasting mirrors and roof. Now you can see here the VIN number. You can see here the dash hasn't been changed too much. They reused the dash, but they've added a new infotainment system. You can see their button for on and off and for the volume. Now on the top you have here lane assist camera and rain sensor. So this is the new trip computer, new cruise distance lane assist should work better. We have double laminated windshield, now standard in most cars, and here you can see physical blind spot and blind spot warning in the mirror itself. Now black roof, black shark fin antenna, black trim at the bottom part of the windows. Now if I back up, you can see the beautiful profile of the Captur. It's just a really elegant design, very familiar from the side and the back. Tinted windows on the back. Now here's the view at the rear, and if we back up, we can see the familiar back end. Now we have new Lexus style, same as on the new Clio, transparent taillights. They're a little bit of pinkish when you turn on, so if I turn them on, you can see that how it looks. You can see it from the side as well. So tell me in the comments, do you prefer the pre-facelift where there was red taillights or this Lexus style transparent? So the car just looks gorgeous. Let's just check the rear here. We have piano black and then unpainted black with this gray, and you can see the parking sensors, LED reverse lights, fog lights, so and cat eyes that are horizontal. Back end, I haven't mentioned the spoiler. It's going slightly downwards, extending from the body, looking nice. Stoplight on the top, and we have on the eSpritAlpine this dark gray finish Captur signature new badge with the backing camera, and we have license plate illumination. I believe it's cold lights, and there's a button here to open. Let me back up so you can see that in perspective. I think this red color really suits the car nicely. So you can see when I turn on the lights, these are white on the top. Now I'm a 2 meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. So this opens nice and tall. Now it's manual, so you have here options to grab and close. It's plain on the top. We have a shelf on the top. It's practical. You can put maybe a longer umbrella here. You can take it off if you want to. Now cargo space here is 616 liters, and then if you knock down the seats, 1,500, and I think it was 69 if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to type it down. So spacious hatchback. Now this is flat. Actually there's a finger of height here, but almost flat, and this is really deep, so there is extra room underneath. Now let me just get this one closer here and the fire extinguisher out of the way. So if I pull this towards myself, I can push this like that. You can see here now the extra room here. So here you have now 5 around 12 or 10 or 12 fingers of height from here to here. Times 2 you get centimeters, give or take. Now if I push this one to there, now here you can see you can pull inside. There is a spare tire. This one's 16-inch, but you get a spare tire there. What's cool here, if I remove the backpack, and if I remove this, and I'm going to store it up here for a moment. This is strong enough, don't worry. This can go down here. Okay, this is obviously easier with 2 hands, but you can see how that looks. so that can be rearranged like that. Okay, that was easier with 2 hands, so that's that. You have a warm light and grocery hooks on both ends, so warm light on the left, on the right there's no light, it's the same. So again, gorgeous compact SUV. Now when I come to the car, it unlocks itself, locks itself when I leave. You can see here, when you take this one out, you hang it here, and recommended minimum 95 or 98 run for the petrol. Now let's check the rear. So familiar opening and closing sound, good soundproof. We have good seals stretching around. We have here push down to lock for kids from the inside. Doors go all the way down, so there won't be water residue here when you're washing. And let's check the interior details. So still hard plastic, that's the same. Now they've changed textile here, leather here. So this is softly padded, very lean, so that's fine. We have eSpritAlpine blue and white, contrast stitching there, power windows, fully automatic, pockets and speaker here and here. Now checking here, we have this interesting rich carpets. They look a little better than the standard carpets you get in the car. Now here you can see the eSpritAlpine seats, textile, leather. This is man-made leather. You can see that textile, and you can see the Isofix is behind this zippers. We have the also blue edge stitching on the seat belts. Now what's interesting, this bench slides. You can see you have to pull there so you can slide back and forward. And check out the top. So we have a great top now. I believe this is standard not just in the eSpritAlpine but in all Renault cars. Now if you pull here, you can knock down this one. So this is not a seatbelt aligner. Actually it is, but it's just not the way it was between that. You can see the rear here, and of course you can lower that shelf. So this is the way it should be for the aligner, but then again, you know, it's a little bit in the way, but that's fine. Let's jump inside. So good feet room, good knee room. Now I was a little bit more comfortable. I went all the way to the back. Now if there's an average person sitting on the front, there would be more knee room. And let's check out the seats. We have here leather, again vegan man-made leather. Then we have here, this is also covered by leather, or is it? No, actually this is, yeah, it's plastic, but it's covered by leather. We have here a big net. Here you can press this one and then adjust the height. You can see that. For the front headrest, you can see air vents, 12-volt outlet. There's no 12-volt in the cargo, but it's one here, and there's another one there. So there's 2 USBs on the front and 2 on the rear. The rear ones are for fast charging. The ones on the front are for media only. Now the seats are nice and comfortable, nicely profiled. You have this third buckle, so this one doesn't retract. This is for I guess for a smaller seat or a child seat if you want to put it in the middle. Now this is nice and comfy, although there's a transmission tunnel here, not too tall, but it's there, so maybe not really comfortable. This is kind of small, not to put a third person, so maybe only for a short journey. The bench slides, so it's connected, so you can see it can go a little bit forward, but I think something's, oh wait. So the seat belt is pulling the bench because it got locked. So you can see now this goes almost all the way here. I can barely fit, but you would get extra room on the back. So the bench is connected, it's not divided here, although the top is, again, 60/40. You can see that you can press here to raise or lower these. This one's a bit lower, so you can see behind yourself, and you can see the overview on the rear. There are no handles, despite they've added molding on the back, but that's that. I do miss those. I really think those are practical, especially for maybe elder people when they need to get inside. They have a little bit more effort, so it helps when you can grab. You can see the lights. You have physical switches. Let's hear the closing sound. So 100% honesty, it's slightly rattling. It's okay, but it's just like slight resonation. This speaker, by the way, looks great. So once again, let me just come closer with the mic. Okay, when you pull it a bit harder, more force, it doesn't rattle that much, but yeah, this is like nitpicking. The car is actually, really well put. You can see the speaker now. It looks really high quality finish. Seatbelt is height adjustable. And headspace. So headspace for a 2-meter tall person. If I want to straighten out my back and my neck, it's obviously impossible. For an average height person, it should be fine. So if you're like 190, 95 perhaps, you'd be touching. Like now when I bend a little bit, but 185 you should be fine. And to be fair, they try to maximize headroom here, so that is that. If you see the stars here, my camera needs to be replaced, so that's that. Now let's get out and get to the front. Now, the driver here has, you can pop this plastic with a, flat screwdriver. There's a physical cylinder here in case your 12-volt battery dies and you need to open the car somehow. So, good opening and closing sound. We know doors open nice and wide. Here you can see your tire pressure. So, again, seals are more or less the same. Interior details, again, same. And then here you have textile. So this is the new design. You have here leather, same as in the back. You can disable the rear here when the car is on. All powered windows, fully automatic. You can fold them. Nice big pockets, speaker there, and here we have ambient lights on the front. So you can of course customize those colors. You can see here Alpine aluminum door step, and here you can see the Captur carpets. So again, these are really nice carpets. Sport paddles, aluminum. You can see right there. I would like to say this is a speaker, but I can't see. In some cars that's an air vent, but I think in this one it's a speaker. Now, manual seat, push that one up to slide back and forward, up and down for the seat, and then this one, push it up to tilt. So you can see the seat design here. So really nice design, really comfortable seats, big bolsters on the top. So eSpritAlpine contrast stitching, same with the seat belt. And here you can see the A on the top, a little French flag, and you can see the headrest with the textile. So I like this combo. It is really looking very nice. Now, these are blank here. We have the buttons now on the top here. Steering column is manual. Sport pedals are attached to the steering wheel. View at the top. And view here from this angle. Now let's get inside, and before we do that, just notice here this is all padded by leather, so that's a nice touch. Okay, ooh, the fog is really getting stronger. Okay, closing sound. It's good, but just one more time. Yeah, a little bit more force. Maybe I'm just too light with the doors. Switch to islands. So there's going to be day when we were driving. It was sunny. It wasn't foggy like this. Believe it or not, the next neighborhood is completely different. It's just random fog. Okay, so this will want to shut down to save battery. Let's zoom back in. I will do, of course, a separate night when we were driving as well, where I'm going to summon my impressions and fuel consumption for the new Captur. Now let's check the details here of the new eSpritAlpine, and then we'll turn on the infotainment. So we have familiar steering wheel, so flat bottom, 3-spoke sports steering wheel. We have nice and smooth leather perforated on the side. Contrast stitching, red, white, and blue. This is French flag, same as Croatian one. Now here we have the cruise control settings. This one's to set the speed that the car recognizes on the road. Distance, set, reset, speed, up and down, reset, and so on. Now we have a Google Assistant, so you can use voice commands to perhaps switch driving modes to sport or normal. This one's my sense for the driving modes. Here we have a button for display options, and this one's to control the display and the trip computer. We also have these sport paddles if you want to drive manually. Light controls, keep your lights on automatic, and here wiper controls. Now here we have buttons: auto start stop off, LED headlights height, and my personal off. Now with the new European regulations, you need to be warned when there's a speed change, when you're over speeding. So Renault added an option where you can create a custom profile, and then just by pressing this button twice, you activate the profile, and then you disable the sound because it's a bit annoying. So you don't have to always go to the infotainment to disable it every time you start the car, because that's how it works now. Here you can see gray finish. You can see that closed open. This is softly padded, so there's air blowing to the side. This is good. They thinned this so you can see better, so that the A-pillars are not obstructive for the pedestrians. You have that little window there. And here we have Harman Kardon speakers now, so that's that. If I switch to the other one, you can see how that looks. Really nice finish, so it looks nice and fancy. Soft dash, here is the display. You can see on or off, plus and minus for the volume. You still have the little knob here for the volume. Press both the mute, source modes, and so on. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. On the eSpritAlpine, this one from black goes to blue. And then you have the French flag. So this is textile and softly padded. Here we have the start-stop button. The new display looks amazing. Look at the bezel, high quality finish. And this is the new upgraded infotainment, same as the new digital cockpit. We have a new shortcuts here. Now we saw this in some auto models, and this is going to be the same now in the entire fleet. Now you can see the shortcuts for the AC. Actually, let me here come like this because there is reflection, so you can see off, direction, max, AC, close, air circulation, and so on. Now you can see the hazards, lock, unlock the car from the inside. Now they added a little storage here. I think they mentioned 25 liters storage here underneath and inside. Again, you have 2 USB-C here for media, 12-volt outlet, and this is nicely rubberized, same as this. 7-speed automatic. Now, what is kind of odd, you can see these. I didn't notice that they were illuminated today, so I'm not sure what happened, but this one comes on. This is for park. You can see there's a rubber mat underneath here. You can put your phone here. I'm not 100% sure if this is a wireless charger. Let me see here. Now this just comes out. Might be. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like someone broke this, or not sure. Or there's an option. We're going to see in the spec sheet in a moment. You can put your key fob here, electronic parking brake, an auto hold, 2 cup holders, adjustable. And here we have the armrest. You can extend it. Again, contrast stitching. And when you retract it, you can press the button. Actually, yeah, press. So it's like this. It goes inside. There is a little room here, so there's a little paper there. But there is, as you can see, room. The seats are really comfortable. You have the ISOFIX on the front, same as on the rear, on the front passenger seat. Again, the seatbelt is height adjustable. That's practical. And here you can see slowly opening a very spacious glove compartment with a light. Now let me show the spec sheet here. So we have the Renault Captur eSpritAlpine TCE 160 horsepower. Again, it's a 1.3 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol with the electric motor and a starter. So it's a really complicated hybrid system. So base price 28,840 euros with 25% value added tax. In Croatia, there's also a CO2 tax, and there's options of 2,050 euros. So open R-Link system, 10.4 inch navigation system with Google, 600 euros. So that's this one and this one combined, the upgraded system. Safety and travel and safety package, 800 euros. Spare wheel of smaller dimensions, 150 euros, and metallic color, 500 euros. So it comes to 30,890. Again, this is the top trim, have that in mind. It starts way less. So close that up. Now, before we turn on the infotainment, just to show you here, baseless mirror looking nice and premium, auto dimming, passenger airbag information, lights, emergency call there. This is gray here, this is black. I like that, looks really beautiful aesthetically speaking. Here you have a beauty mirror and a light that comes on, plus a document holder. This does not extend. I do test this in every car. So that is that. Let's show you the headspace before we start the infotainment. So plenty of headroom on the front. Now this car has been improved. They improved the front shocks a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. They dampened the sound a little bit more. The petrol is really not that loud, and did a lot of small improvements besides upgrading the infotainment. ADAS systems, safety systems have been upgraded. There's 2 of them. They're not working currently in Croatia. Something tied to the Michelin tire app or something like that. But for some legal reasons, not available. It might be in the future, but we don't know when. Okay, you can see the lights on the top, and that's that. Now let's focus on the digital speedo for a moment. You can press this one and you can change here, so you can have navigation here as well. So let me just come closer so the camera can adjust a little bit. That's how it looks. I'm just gonna now play with the buttons. You can switch to this one, you can switch to this one. Okay, not really sure, the camera is like not struggling, but it's just like reflection because of the light. And you can have the classical. And now you can press the arrows here so there's a default rev counter, there's radio stations, eco monitor, distance, your trip computer, and consumption. Now this was my consumption after driving, the point of view driving and coming back from one city to another. Well, we're gonna do a separate consumption. I think I can lower it to at least 6. We're gonna see if we can make it to 5. And here you can see oil change and service due. So that is that. This one here, we press mode, you can have driving assistance deactivated, again pressing this one, or you can have active assistance selected, or you can have adaptive cruise or speed limiter only. So you can play with that. Everything is really nicely organized. Here you can press to change from comfort to eco. So this is going to change the background, so you can see different views. So that looks different. Okay, I'm just going to switch to different, so to sport. Sport just changes these little dots around, and the sport really looks nice on this classical one. So personal, comfort. Now you can play with settings here. So if I come closer, you can see the infotainment. Now this is the new infotainment. It's powered by Google. You can now download apps here, so you can download from the Google Play Store. new apps like Waze. You can have it embedded directly. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you can download a Waze app so you can have it directly in the infotainment without using those. That is that. I need to turn on the car because it decides to. You can hear the petrol. It's a bit loud when you start it. So this is not really a cold start, but I'll listen to it. Okay. Now, back to the infotainment. Let's come to the home screen. Here you have a pull-down menu, so you can see those. You can control the brightness here. This is the default. You can lower down to have a full screen. Google Maps, what to tell you, it works great. I don't think there's need to mention anything. You can here change stuff. These you can recenter. So look at this. This is super fast now. This is how we wanted infotainments to be, and now we finally have this in 2025 almost. Here you have the Google Assistants. Let's try it out. Switch to sport driving mode.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Really? Switch AC to 22 degrees.
All right, changing the aircon to 22 degrees.
Let's try that again with that. Change driving mode to sport. Okay, it worked. It's just the matter of words you're using or how you are putting them together. So that's great. You have here shortcuts, so let's try to play some music. Actually, I didn't select the station, or did I? I was muted. I can tell you the speakers are really good. I have a good bass. That is that. So when you're in a home screen, you have here heated steering wheel. You have here when you change where you want the air, you have the fan speed as well, and the temperature. So great working. Now you can switch here to music. You can find the list of radio stations. You can find favorites. They've changed the graphics a little bit. It looks better. So the new infotainment unit is obviously faster. So all the good stuff there is here. What kind of sound you want? Concert, podcast, club, studio. Where you want the sound, balance feeder, front, manual, centered. Oops, no. Come on. So you can see that. Wow, someone really kicked the bass too much. And you can see here volume, speed. So Harman Kardon speakers. You have Bluetooth. I didn't connect this time. I didn't connect the Apple CarPlay as well, and driving modes. Look at this beautiful graphics. It's such a sharp avatar. It looks beautiful. Now you have driving modes: comfort, eco, sport, and personal. You can configure those. So here you can see the driving engine sport. So it can be normal or sport, eco, steering, vehicle dynamics, and life on board. So you can choose a light here by switching this one, I guess. Oh, excuse me, that's changing. So, okay, did it freeze? Don't tell me it froze. No, it didn't. Okay. Personal, and then you can change this one, and then you can see here on the doors. So you can choose whatever your heart desires. So this one was personal, I guess. So I don't know. Doesn't really matter. You can put something you like. So as you can see here, there's nothing on the dash. There's only the front doors. I think they could have maybe added a little bit more, but it is what it is. You can control the brightness of those, climate, normal or eco, and you can, I think, set that for every driving mode. So that's that. My driving, so you can see your fuel consumption, or idling, so it's spiking. You can see how good you are. You have a little coach. Driving assistance, here you can see all on or personal. In the personal, you turn off overspeed, audible warning, and limit change sound. You can turn this one on or off if you want to. So these are the settings you can play with, and then you memorize them to that button on the side there. The hybrid will have here, this one's blank, e-save. I will explain in the hybrid that one. Basically, it saves battery not to drop below 40% when you're going uphill, so you can use the juice when you need it. Comfort, you can see the follow distance, parking. You can change the sounds here from pure, express, or that. I think so that sounds more pleasant. Yeah, so beautiful new infotainment, works fast. Vehicle access, welcome, wiping, cockpit. Now here you can change the brightness. You can have how loud is the turn signal. You can play with the apps here. Tire pressure, vehicle. So these are the bottom ones. And excuse me, vehicle, cockpit, tire pressure. You can see it there. And settings. So here you have all of these. This is like an Android device. You have over-the-air updates. Vehicle update, check for update, history update. So now it's going to actually check for updates, and let's see if there is an update. But it does it all over the air, or sometimes you need to connect your hotspot from your phone to share the internet, or if you have a garage or a home, you have a Wi-Fi you can connect to, and then it's going to download updates. I'm not sure if it's actually using its own data to check for updates, or do I need to connect? I'm not connected at the moment, I think, but I do see a little symbol there. Time, temperature, and so on. If you press this one, you have a minimum display. Basically, this is off, not to maybe glare your kids on the back. You can also maybe reduce the brightness. And here, this was a standby, so you have date and time. Maybe a little bit less distracting, or I don't know, some occasions. And you have multiple apps here, so, and you have Play Store. You have to sign in, and then you can see the multitude of apps you can use for the car, Waze, YouTube Music, and so on, Spotify. So that is great. That's that. Now cutting in, you can see now it's darker, so the Google Maps switches to a dark theme. I think it even looks better. A great improvement. What to tell you? I do prefer the hybrid personally, but you have choices, so that is that. You can see the USBs are illuminated. I will do separate night review. It's just better to see the car when it's like really night, although the days are becoming short. We just switched to winter time measurement. We changed the clock backwards. I hate that. I'm personally more of a summertime person. Just a detail, you have it on both doors, so here and there for roof racks. And wow, really foggy, getting dark. Just to finish up in time, push in the center to the left to open. You have a clear sign here saying don't pressure wash. Want it there as well. That's that. So once again, 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol, 160 horsepower, linked to 7-speed automatic dual clutch. I'm gonna let it drop, close it up to wrap the review. Yeah, once again, amazing new facelift. I really like the new change. It's fresh comparing to the pre-facelift we got really used to. This one's looking real nice. You can see now on the fog. Look at how much water is in the air, the condensation. It's moving so fast. That's why you can't see the football field in the back. But once again, beautiful, beautiful car. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. As always, give this video a like, helps me a lot. Type in your comments below how do you like the facelift changes. and hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.